I told you guys, but you didn't listen. 4321 is being removed from FC25. Now, so many 4321 merchants are crying about this because they think that they will not be able to adapt to FC25. Well, is it the case? Only time will tell. We are back to the basics. We are focusing on a 4-4-2 formation and we are going to discuss the custom tactics, the instructions, and what makes it so good and why you should be playing it. But before, guys, I made this video a few months ago telling people not to use the 4-3-2-1. Not because it was a bad formation, but some smart ass people in the comments were saying, "Oh, you are making this video because you probably got beaten by this formation." No, I used that formation myself at that time, right? It is not about the formation. I will give you one example. If you build a house and the foundation of that house is not strong, anything can shake it or break it and it will fall down. The foundation is the key, all right? So many people who were new to the game and weren't very experienced with how this game works were going to the 4-3-2-1 and just trying to copy the pro players. First, you have to learn the game. First, you have to learn the mechanics of this game, the fundamentals of this game, and then go to the fancy, the flashy stuff. 4-3-2-1 was never a formation of a fundamentalist. People were playing it because they had to play it, especially the pros, because of just how good it was. All right, go to the 4-4-2, the 4-2-3-1. These formations, if you're still playing this game, will allow you to actually focus on the fundamentals and take it into the next game, which we will talk about in the following tutorials as well. All right, for the instructions, guys, we are going to keep our strikers on ballast. We want to have as much as of manual control as we can over our players. We'll be focusing a lot on triggering runs as we want to actually enhance our ability to trigger manual runs. All right, so we are going to keep both of these on balanced. I always keep my strikers in the 4-3-2-1. Not always. Most of the times I keep them balanced. All right. Yeah, sometimes I do give comeback on defense, but you can just activate striker drop back in game. Talking about striker drop back, did you hear that hug sideline is also being removed as well as offside traps? I am not so sure about the offside traps. Maybe you should have removed the auto offside trap, but you should have never removed the manual offside trap. It requires timing, it requires precision. So strikers are balanced. Our CMs, both of them are going to be stay back, cover center. All right, guys. We want one guy who is box to box and one guy who is really good at attacking. For example, Vitinha. Even though both of them are box to box, we are just in the end game, and this is how almost every player is. But like, I wouldn't play this formation with the Vieira in midfield, for example. All right, because the CMs, they're gonna do a lot on the ball. For your right mid, yes, I'm still using Haaland. Should I stop using the crosses? Yes, I should, but I'm just used to of using a tall guy on the wings, and I will make that change, and I'll suggest you as well. Don't focus too much on crossing. Maybe it will not work, maybe it will still work, but you do you. I would recommend just going back to the basics. All right, the RM is come back on defense, no get into the box for the cross. We want to maintain the shape of this formation. Our left mid is going to be come back on defense, our left back is going to be stay back while attacking, our right back is also going to be stay back while attacking. Pretty neutral formation. It has to be that way. So we learn the game as well as have fun. And this is not to say that this is not a strong formation. The 4-4-2, I feel it's good. I've been playing it lately. Defensive style balanced with, we are going to keep it at 40. Depth. Now 62 depth, it's a bit on the lower side. You can increase it to 69. All right. The tactics are also changing in FC25. The whole tactical setup is changing, but I still believe there will be more fancy names and not enough difference in game. I think so. All right. So if you want to have a higher depth, you can keep 69. I would say stay away from auto offside traps. All right. You can keep it at 62. 40-62 is a good balance. Build a play balanced. Ideally keep it balanced, but if you still want to have some sort of flow in your attack, go with balanced direct passing. Your attacking width, it's going to be 35. We are going to focus a lot on taking the ball in the wings, then pulling the ball back into the midfield, holding it there, doing those plays with our passes. Another thing to note is that we are going to do a lot of recycles, all right, in this formation. Our players in the box is going to be 5 for that very reason. We don't want to make it absurd by bumping it up. Our corners and free kicks are going to be at 1. Now, I know there are some of you guys who are in love with the meta and you still want those meta tactics. So for you guys, I will give you that. So basically, this is how I am running the 4-4-1-1. But if I really have to sweat it out against a really good player, there is something at stake, then I would go with 95. Yes, 95 is the sweet spot. 40 to 95 is what I'm using if I am really gonna try hard. Build up play is going to be balanced direct passing. I'm going to use 45-4 in the 4-4-1-1, or at Y45, because again, it's a 4-4-1-1. We don't have two strikers. We already have three people in the midfield. So the CF is always going to drop in between the CMs when he has to, and then he will join the striker. It is all about those give and goes. All right, 45 width for this formation. With four players in the box, our corners and free kicks are going to be at 1 and 1. For the instructions, the striker is going to be balanced. Same for the center forward. We'd want to maintain the shape of this formation when it comes to our front two players. All right. Our CMs are going to be stay back while attacking cover center. Our left mid is going to be come back on defense, get into the box for the cross. Same for our right mid. Our right back is going to be stay back while attacking. Our left back is going to be balanced overlap. As you can see, these are very meta tactics, a very meta style of playing this formation, meta being most effective tactic available. We still have the 4-3-2-1. This is how I run the 4-3-2-1. Like I said, getting used to lower depth. Still, I have to run 100 depth on it. I go for it. In the 4-4-1-1, I use 95. In this, I use 100 depth, because in 4-4-1-1, it really does get exposed on 100 depth. All right, so this is how I run the 4-3-2-1 if I really want to sweat it out. And then same balanced direct 45-5. All right, for the instructions, stay central. LF is going to be balanced, RF is going to be come back, RCM stay back, CM stay back, LCM is going to be balanced cover wing, LB is going to be stay back overlap, and our right back is going to join the attack balanced overlap. Now it is up to you to choose. If you ask me, I would suggest you to play this 4-4-2 formation. Even if you lose games, it's not a bad formation, it's a really good formation, but because some of you are so used to the 100 depth now and glitches that it might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but once you get the hang of it, you will reap the rewards in this game and in the upcoming game as well. Start trusting King Sunny before it is too late.